My name is Henry. I'm the founder of Catch Talk TV. The idea of Catch Talk TV is we are a video platform, and what we do is we host and aggregate video content from conferences. So kind of imagine an aggregated TED Talks, Netflix for professionals, or a high-level intellectual YouTube. So basically, this is the current MVP that we have. What we found is that a lot of business professionals or sort of conference producers who have conferences in this vein, for example, end up throwing their content onto YouTube. YouTube's all very good and well, but YouTube is so vast, there's so much content out there, the search and discovery isn't really that great. So what we decided to do was just target business professionals. So as you can see here, just going on the demo, you can go in and you can search for content by your industry. You can search by themes, and obviously because you may go to a legal conference that is all about sort of regulations within data and marketing, so the theme would be marketing within that conference. You can search by the individual event, and of course you can search by an individual speaker. So just going through to it, the way we've structured the platform is we give every conference producer their own dedicated channel. As you can see up here, of course, Catch Talk TV/events, and in this particular case, digital media strategies. So what we do is, of course, we give them links. Obviously, you can click here and you can sort of go back to their website, and which tells them about why they should attend, a list of program and speakers. Ultimately, we know that conference producers want to use their video content to drive ticket sales. So we also give them back links to their registration pages, which is right there. And also as well, a little bit more information about downloading the brochure so you can get more information on the event. Now, the idea, of course, is all of these talks are filmed, as they are this evening. And as you can see, here is a selection of their two-day conference and all of their videos from their event. So what you can do is if we sort of go in and click this particular video, for example, and if it decides to load, this is a talk from the Chief Data Officer from The Economist giving his talk on becoming a data-driven media business. As you can see, we have our own video player. And of course, we've got all the information here, and of course, all the tags in the videos, which have then, of course, make this very indexable, this content, and we get fantastic SEO. Also, as well, we've also got the ability to download the presentation, as you can see here. So if we've actually just used SlideShare, so as you can see, this is actually the actual presentation that's been used, and we've uploaded and we host ourselves. So if you have a look here, and of course, then we've got the video. And then the other thing that we found as well with a lot of what happens is speakers, when they're speaking at these events, it's a real ego play. So they end up putting this content or these particular videos on their LinkedIn profiles as well to say, hey, here I was talking at this event. So it's a great way as well to get sort of exposure and users and obviously traction. And here's a great example as well. We've had someone come in, actually comment on this particular speech, and then he's been engaging with the community post the event and post the conference. So what we're doing is we're adding longevity to that conference and longevity to that event, which conference producers absolutely love. So in terms of the user experience, as you can see, it's a sort of clean, or what I believe is quite a clean UX. And then obviously the whole idea is, of course, is we want to get users and obviously want to be able to capture data. So what we've done, the way we've modeled the business is essentially there's no sort of paywall or sort of gate where you have to sort of get in. What we've decided to do is give you essentially 90 seconds of content. I haven't plugged the sound in, but I assure you the sound does work. And then what happens after 90 seconds, if we can click through here, you get a pop-up. To continue watching, sign in with LinkedIn, and you get access to all of our content completely free. And then, if you like, I can show you the back end. What we can do is I can show you, the one thing we've done as well is, of course, we constantly get asked by people is, how are you going to get people to come back to your website or back to your video platform, and obviously once they've come in and signed up. So what we're able to do, for example, is this particular user, Jim Fontana, as we can see down here. Of course, you can see all his skills. In this particular case, he doesn't fill out his industries, but that's not a problem with the skills. It's good enough. And what we're able to do now is automate emails and personalize emails to get them coming back to the platform by sending him an email and saying, dear Jim, obviously these are recommended videos for you, and you should be watching them. So this is the experience now if I was a conference producer, and in this particular case, Michael, that's his name. Obviously what he can go down here now. So what we can do, this is his profile, and as you can see, what he can do is go and add an event, add extra videos, but most importantly in terms of the business model, because I'm sure you're wondering what that is, I'll quickly jump into it, is lead generation. Essentially what we're able to do is deliver high quality, qualified leads through video content for conference producers. So for example, Andrew Barrett, who is coming in, who's the managing director of so-and-so, there's his email address and his phone number, and then of course Michael, who's obviously owns this content, can now contact this guy Andrew and say, you've been watching our video content, clearly you're very interested, did you know that we have an event coming up in November, and here is a link and a discount to a ticket.
Have you had much traction with, I suppose, some of the big organisations that make a lot of money out of conferences, so Gartner, those types of organisations?
In terms of traction, yes. If I can, without sort of pitching you too hard, I can just sort of go in and show you. I mean, this is just a sort of selection of the conference companies who are hosting content on our platform. Informa, listed company, their jaw was on the floor when they saw this. Same with The Economist, IQPC, Clarion. At the moment, we're a very small team, so I can only take so many meetings and get to so many people in such a way. But I'm sort of had very, very positive feedback for this.
How do you get your new business?
How do I get my new business? Yeah. You're looking at it. I pick up the phone, I blog, I email, I tweet, I ask for referrals. I go to conferences for conference producers and stand up here and put myself out there like this.
Which market sectors do you approach? Is it businesses or associations, or
there's a kind of a cluster of them. So there's conference producers. So as I say, they're kind of like the informers. You know, there's a bunch of different words for these kind of B2B meetings. There's conferences, events, summits, congresses. You know, all these kind of things. Conference companies, trade associations, B2B companies who do have a particular agenda as well, who they're trying to do this. That would be the cluster of what we're going after and who we're looking for.
Cool. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you. I think that's all we have time for.
Fantastic.
Sorry for all the other questions you had. We'll have to wait. Big round of applause, please, for Henry from Catch Talk TV.